What is up, friends? Welcome back to some more Book of Boba Fett, and to be honest, I was pretty shocked to see kind of the general consensus of what people were saying about episode 3, because after I finished it, I was expecting to hop on the internet and see people talking about how great the episode was, but to my surprise, it was completely the opposite. Not only were people saying they didn't necessarily care for it, but a lot of people seemed to legitimately hate the episode. And while I have a lot to say about some of the opinions I've seen about the episode,
if you'd have told me 20 years ago I'd see children walking the streets of our Texas towns with green hair, I just flat out wouldn't have believed you. Signs and wonders.
I myself have been having a fantastic time with the show up to this point, and so that's really all that matters to me. Even if other people aren't enjoying it quite as much, I'm still as excited as ever to hop into this episode, especially because of the way we left off, because we have a potential war brewing here, which in Star Wars is always entertaining stuff. And so I hope you all enjoy watching along with me for this episode. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video out a lot, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction on Patreon. Link for that in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into episode 4. Hey, let's go. No better way to start off than with some more flashbacks. I honestly thought we might be done with those, so I'm intrigued what we're gonna get here. Banthas are such cool creatures, dude. I love their design. I remember seeing the episode 4 re-release in theaters at 4 years old, and for whatever reason, seeing the Banthas made me so awestruck. Oh, true. For a second, I forgot what timeline we are. I'm like, why is he being cautious around his place? But it's not his yet.
Still too many guards. Let's get something to eat.
Better help him out, man. He's been carrying you around all day.
Enjoy.
That looked like some similar stop motion type stuff to the creature in the first episode, which makes me think this is another Robert Rodriguez one. Oh, wait a second, man. Are we potentially going to connect the timelines between this and The Mandalorian? Because that was some Mandalorian soundtrack right there. Excellent, we are. But now we get to see her from a different perspective. Perfect way to start the episode. Love it. I guess that is a reason to still see some more past footage right there. Man, it's no wonder why Fennec is pretty loyal to Boba, or just wants to work with him at this point, because he saved her life in a way. I don't know if she still would have made it had he not found her, but pretty good deed. Very interesting place right here. I'm surprised that he'd met some of these people before he interacted with the crew in the future.
Aren't you a little old to be here?
She needs modification.
No walk-ins. Appointment only.
This woman is about to die.
That'll get you any kind of appointment in Star Wars. I didn't realize that she had any sort of modification. Had we seen any hints of that before?
In my case, Boba Fett was that fate.
Dang, that's a pretty handy tool to have. Bit of a Swiss Army man right here. Everything about this sequence feels very Robert Rodriguez, from the slow dissolve, or not necessarily slow dissolve, but the dissolve transitions, the soundtrack.
Aren't you gonna close her up?
Cover all that beautiful machinery?
Honestly, pretty impressive work to be able to fix someone with machinery like that.
What happened?
I saved your life.
What did you do to me?
It was the best I could do under the circumstances.
Hey, I mean, she's living and breathing, so I'd say it's pretty good regardless of the circumstances. And in her position, I'd feel like you'd have to trust him at this point.
You are Master Assassin Fennec Shand.
I take it I'm worth more alive, huh?
You are.
But I don't think his objective is to take her in. I'm surprised he knew who she was.
Who are you?
I am Boba Fett.
Boba is dead.
You thought. Love the little moment there where she realizes, though, the fear setting in a bit, maybe fear.
I was rescued by the Sand People. Took me in, treated me as one of their own. I want you to help me. Help me recover my fire spray gunship.
Man, I hope we get to see his ship fly around a bit in this season. Maybe even throw out a few sonic booms.
Why don't you just ask for it back?
Because I might not like the answer.
If I help you, my debt is paid.
If that is what you wish.
And so the partnership begins. I'm curious what makes her stick around. I assume we're about to find out. They do make a great duo, so I assume this is going to go pretty smoothly.
Any idea how many guards?
The gate opens, some come out, some go in.
Let's take a closer look.
Dang, bro, some cool gadget right there. Not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like that. At least that small. Thing's perfect for some recon, getting to some small spaces without being seen.
It's time to say farewell, my friend. You served me well.
Nice big kiss right there. It'd be hard to leave a bantha like that, though.
Shouldn't you wait until we get your ship back before you do that?
Why? Either I get it or I die.
I mean, fair point. Either of those are probably very likely. Even back then, Fennec was the careful thinker.
You went ahead of Gatra.
I'm tired of working for idiots who are gonna get me killed. The Tuscans took me in, made me part of their tribe.
People like us don't get to decide when we're finished.
I don't know, it seemed to have worked out pretty well for Boba, although there is still a bunch of conflict in the future.
There she is.
Jeez, dude, that is a lot of enemies, but I don't think any of them could stop him unless they all came at once. Love me a good stealth mission. I'm liking the music right now and the lighting, some good use of darkness. Yeah, put your hands up, leave immediately. You don't stand a chance. That was a pretty quick defeat. Did get a bit intimidating going Grievous mode, though. It's going well so far. Oh man, I'd feel kind of guilty killing something that small. I don't think it'd do any harm.
I'll watch the door.
Jeez, bro. Quite a sneaky guy, though. So I guess he could cause a problem.
Gotcha. I am Boba Fett.
Probably a wise choice, just self-destructing. I love the music coming in. There it is in all its beauty. What a gorgeous ship. Doesn't get too much better than that. How the tables have turned over time, fighting them here, working together later.
Let's go.
Jeez, here we go. I knew it couldn't last forever, stealth mode. And Boba doesn't even have a gun, so it's really just Fennec right now that's gonna have to do everything.
I'll handle them. Make sure that thing can still fly.
Certainly living up to the Master Assassin title she has. Every shot lethal. Oh no, not the gonk droid. That's what they're called, right? Took out quite a few though in one hit.
Need to get the gate open.
A little busy here.
Man, that Gamorrean is really risking it all for this fight. I don't know if he gets paid enough for this.
Gun's a jam. I can't get a shot.
Love seeing her hand-to-hand fighting somebody, especially kind of mid-air. That was a pretty sick angle right there. I love how they covered that. Fennec's a boss. Oh man, that ship is just iconic. Love seeing it, hearing all the sounds associated with it.
How's the ship?
She's in good shape. Now your debt is paid. Where would you like to be dropped?
Where are you headed?
I have a few scores to settle.
I'll go for the ride.
Nice, just decides just like that. I mean, Boba did put in a good showing, so I can understand why she'd want to stick with him. What an awesome shot. Him rolling up, gonna wipe out every last one of them. Oh, dude, that all looks amazing. And his guns that fire on that ship is definitely some of the best sounding Star Wars stuff. She's like, yeah, that was pretty dope. If all the scores that he needs to settle are that easy, he's gonna be done in half a day. No way, dude. Did he come back to blow up the Sarlacc? Next level revenge.
The Sarlacc pit. That's where I'll find my armor.
In there.
Oh, I see. He has to go there to get the armor. Maybe he'll kill the Sarlacc afterwards. Unless it already died from when he broke out the first time.
Damn it.
Yo, the imagery's kind of creepy. The Sarlacc up close like this in detail's kind of scary. I would not want to be in that thing. Yo, man, I was waiting for something to jump out the way it was being filmed. Made me feel like we were gonna get a jump scare. Oh gosh, man, I hate that. But that thing is stronger than I imagined. Bring the whole ship down. Oh, that's such a cool shot. I love the way they're filming this. That thing looks excellent.
Fire in the hole.
There it is, man. Potentially the best sound in Star Wars. Oh, that's so great. I love how they utilized that.
Next time, don't touch my buttons.
I am curious how she knew that was the bomb button though, unless he'd showed her, or maybe it's just like a consistent looking thing with ships. Maybe there was writing on it as well that I didn't notice.
I'm tired of our kind dying because of the idiocy of others. We're smarter than them. It's time we took our shot.
We?
Hey man, I can understand where he's coming from. Pretty true when he says that. Pretty accurate.
It's tempting, but I'm an independent contractor.
I can offer you something no client ever has.
What's that?
Loyalty. I will cut you in on the success.
I mean, he showed it so far, just in a little bit. Hard to refuse in their line of work.
Living with the Tuscans has made you soft.
No, it's made me strong. Can only get so far without a tribe.
Nice delivery right there. Good line. And I think that's very true. Definitely the right play by Boba. Dang, that was a pretty impressively composed shot-to-shot transition. Perfectly lined up the heads. That was a nice, lengthy flashback sequence.
Congratulations, Master Fett. You are completely healed.
What about the scars on the inside?
Dang, man, we're gonna see Boba at full force. Everybody better be fearful and running.
No sign of the mayor.
My armor. I should still show my face in town.
You sure that's a good idea? War could break out any day.
Power hates a vacuum.
Boba's full of some good one-liners in this episode. Man isn't scared of anybody, and for good reason. We have yet to see anybody really challenge him, except the Wookiee, I guess. Yo, speak of the devil, there he is. Did not expect to get him so soon after the last episode. It'd be kind of dope if he ended up teaming up with Boba. Cool camera work. Is he about to lay all of them out? What did they do to him? Man, Boba just looks on. Oh, this is gonna be a bloodbath. Big mistake. Those wide eyes tell the whole story. Is this just built up anger from everything?
You were a legend. The name Chrysanthemum drew crowds by the thousands. Your knuckle dusters are more feared than blasters.
Appealing to his ego. Smart way to handle this situation. Also gives some background to him finally.
Thousands once cheered such a display, but those days have passed. And you have nothing left to prove.
I don't know. I have a feeling he might just go after her next. He seems like a pretty rash character.
What say you release this customer, and in return, I will wipe your debt off the books.
Jeez, man. Did not know what he did there for a second. I mean, he did release him, just not in the way she wanted.
It was worth a shot.
It's gotta be pretty tough to run a bar like this on Tatooine. Probably a pretty regular occurrence to have a threat like that.
Looks like you could use a job.
Hey, let's go. We might actually get it. Them teaming up with Boba, Fennec, and Chrysanthemum on the same side. They're going to be practically unstoppable.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial.
Why do you deserve to be the daimyo? What prevents us all from killing you?
I don't know if you would like a demonstration of that. There you go. There's a whole lot of reasons right down there. Whoever has the Rancor holds all the power.
Please, sit. Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
I think they're all listening a lot more closely.
I will vanquish these interlopers who threaten our planet. I will make the streets safe again, so all in this room can prosper. All I ask in return is that you remain neutral.
Hey man, I feel like that's a pretty good offer right there. Nothing wrong with that. Basically do nothing but still benefit.
This will be acceptable.
I abide.
Hey, the master negotiator did it again. Boba is certainly good at what he does.
We must prepare for war.
How much treasure do we have in reserve?
I have plenty of credits. What I'm short on is muscle.
Credits can buy muscle, if you know where to look.
Oh, interesting. Who is she thinking of right now? Wait, bro, does that soundtrack coming in mean she's going to recruit Mando to help out? That would be unreal if he joined the squad. Interesting. I'm surprised it was not Robert Rodriguez who directed this episode because it felt very much like his style in a lot of moments. Dang, now I am very intrigued. I feel like that's gotta be what it means, right? Because who else would Fennec know that's super capable? I mean, she could be hiding a few surprises. This was an interesting episode though, because I feel like a lot of the stuff they did was kind of necessary to fill in the blanks in some parts of Boba's story. And obviously it progressed the current plot a little bit there at the end with the team ups of Boba and Chrysanthemum and then getting everybody else in the city on board. But I also feel like it was kind of slow moving. I feel like maybe they could have worked it in a different way that may have flowed slightly better or kind of felt more exciting than just a check the boxes type scene structure, if that makes any sort of sense. It wasn't like bad or anything by any means or like a huge negative, but specifically coming off the last episode, which was kind of packed from scene to scene with big developments, I think that's part of the reason why maybe this one felt like it progressed at a slightly slower pace. But overall, still really liking the direction of where this is going. And they may be building up to the final episode being kind of the big war event, which would be a perfect cap to the season, so I could see them doing it. But there's still some stuff that would have to happen in between, and with us now being fully caught up with the past Boba events, as far as I know, I mean, they could do a couple other things that I didn't expect, but I have a feeling we're going to be exclusively in the present timeline, especially because he's fully healed from the back to tank stuff, which is when we'd always get those flashback scenes anyway. And so I like that besides the war aspect, I don't really know where they're going to go right now. I guess one potential path could be them just trying to recruit people, potentially Mando, but they could go around try and hire some other muscle, so I'm excited to see where they go. Well, I'm not sure what kind of skilled fighters the Pikes have specifically, or their main source of power may just be by sheer numbers of their force and everything like that, but right now Boba is building up quite the strength in his crew, and so with nobody else in the city to help them out at this point, with Boba's agreement there with everybody at the end, I feel like it is slowly becoming more even as far as capabilities in a war setting between Boba and the Pikes, and so really looking forward to what we get with that, and if we end up seeing a huge battle sequence at all, because with this being a somewhat smaller scale TV show in the Star Wars universe, I could see them potentially going a different route as well, with not getting the huge battle that me and a lot of other people may be expecting, which I will mentally prepare myself for that now, just so if they do take a different route, I'm not hugely let down or anything like that, because I would love to see something like that. It's been a minute since we've seen something like that in Star Wars, but it was certainly satisfying to see Chrysanthemum go full beast mode on some people in that episode, which was satisfying for me to watch, but I'm sure for some people who wanted to see more from him in the last episode in the fight, I'm sure they would love that as well, even more than me. And I feel like we've kind of just scratched the surface, because if he's going to be involved in the war stuff, I have a feeling a lot more limbs are going to be ripped off in the future. But I think a majority of this episode was pretty straightforward with its storytelling, so I don't think I have too much more to add, too many other things to theorize about, but really looking forward to the next one, and hopefully you all enjoyed watching along with me for this one. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, helps the video out, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction on Patreon, link for that in the description below. But until the next episode, look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.